Hey everyone, this is Sean Powell. Turn this off real quick. I was just thinking about something. Have you ever been in online business and had a feeling or a thought in your mind? It's like I feel like I'm onto something. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me say it clearly. I feel like I'm onto something, not like I'm on something. That's entirely different. You know what I'm saying? Some people probably think I am on something or something, but no, it's nothing like that. Okay, when I first got in online business, before I started, I really needed to talk to my sponsor, and I wanted to make sure that when I came into an online business, if something didn't work out and it was a disaster and I lost money, I would consider that a learning experience for me, and I would have been okay with that. The reason I would have been okay with that is because of the fact that I couldn't sleep anymore, and I wanted to know about that business. So I took like 35 pages worth of notes before I even got in. I'm not telling anybody to do that. I'm just letting you know that's how my approach was, right? Well, the reason I wanted to talk to my sponsor so much is because if I got messed over, I could live with that. Bringing people into something that that messed them over something, that would be a hard part for me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be, that would bother me worse than anything. So, in my opinion, I really wanted to make sure that, it was real. So, when I got a chance to talk to my sponsor, and one of the first things he told me was, to do 50 YouTube videos. I took it to heart and I did a bunch. I did 130 YouTube videos in like a month and a half. And so to me, that really, that's basically how I started. But during that time frame where I was taking all them notes and learning, how to think about online business and stuff like that, I was really, really going to take this seriously. Um, in the back of my mind, I had an idea where I wanted this to go. And at that time, I thought it was going to be Craigslist, and I've mentioned it before in other videos. It wasn't. But it was that feeling I had. If I didn't have that feeling at the beginning, that because I understood how arcade games, I was getting arcade games from off of, off of Craigslist and stuff like that. If I didn't feel comfortable with that, I don't know if it would have worked. I don't know if I would. So in a way, I kind of thank God that I did have that gut feeling to go with because it had a lot to do with it. The reason I'm showing this picture is because I did a YouTube video a few minutes ago, and when I did it, the cat was sitting in my chair and I didn't know it. So I left her in there. I'm not gonna cut it out. She's a really sweet little kitty. Her name is, I call her Bunny Cat, and she's beautiful. I love my little kitty cat. My little boy calls her Baby. I call her Bunny or Bunny Cat most times. So she's got a little bit of a identity crisis going on, but I think for the most part she knows we're talking to her. So it's very sweet. But anyhow, I just want to let you know that, again, I had another thought while I was applying action because I didn't know the answers that it wound up, I know for a fact it did three times, if not maybe more, of what my Power Lead Systems business was, just because of the fact I felt like I was on something and I pursued it and I made it work for me. You know what I'm saying? And again, it was that gut feeling I had that I felt like I needed to change. Well, it's because of the fact that when you put work in and you're trying things, you learn things. And then while you're learning things, you think of different things to try. And it's by trying. And like I said before, it's never failure if it works or not. Only failure to me is going to be if you quit because of it. And I've said that before, but I really, really believe that. So I think a lot of y'all, you need to think about that, when you're trying different things. Don't be scared to try different things. This is your business. There's nothing that's going to backfire at you or anything, serious that's going to hurt you, anything of that nature. Only thing you can do is learn from it and hopefully be something positive that you can move forward. I did a YouTube video talking about how to massively increase your Power Lead Systems business by, again, going by gut feelings. You know what I'm saying? Just going by that. Exitus Elite right now, again, I've learned that getting out in front of people, doing videos, is what people of higher volume or higher amount of income are going to be expecting and looking from you. You know what I'm saying? They want to be able to connect to you. They want to see that you're not going to be 2 or 3 videos and you're gone. That's going to be something else too. If I look at somebody as a sponsor and I don't see them for a month, and I think that kind of get me a little worried about, what they're doing. I think there's strength, a lot of strength of being by staying consistent and looking on their timelines on Facebook. I think that Facebook is a major part. I know some of these people may be watching this video right now. You may even be thinking that I'm not even part of Facebook. I don't know of a better way that you can connect directly with people, to communicate with them, if teach them what they need to be taught, blah, 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 than that way. So my own personal opinion, yes, I do believe Facebook is that powerful. I got a guy named James Williams. He's one of my biggest guys in Traffic Hurricane right now. And he just sent a couple of messages, and I'm glad because I don't think we've even friended each other on Facebook. So now I'm glad I've got a connection to him. So that's probably a little bit why I'm thinking this. Another thing too, y'all, a lot of times when I'm doing a video, I would say 80% of the time, I have already talked to someone else. And during that time frame, it got me thinking in a certain way that I felt like that maybe need to be addressed not only for him or her, but for many people that may be hitting the same issues. You know what I'm saying? Or something of that nature. A lot of people are not even in my downline or not, but they're intermediate and they're stuck somewhere and they don't understand what's going on. And now I really think I'm seeing things more clear now than I have in a long time. So in my opinion, I think really is a good time for me to be, doing these YouTube videos. So again, I learned from my dad, who's a preacher. It doesn't really take a whole lot for me to grasp things and figure things out. And a really good church, I think, and I think it's going to be the perfect example right here. A really good church to me is going to be a church that the preacher looks across the church, sees issues as taking place, uses his gut feelings. He may not know for sure, but preach on it anyhow. You know what I'm saying? And don't say somebody's names. Don't ever mention that. You can look at the people and tell if there's a new wedded couple and they're having marital issues and stuff like that, then preach openly to the church about maybe something that's going to help them. And if it feels like it's stepping on their toes, well, good, because to be honest, that's what he should be doing. I think if you have a church that looks the other way, then honestly, I don't know what you're preaching. The book of life is the Bible itself. It's about life. And if you're dodging that, or if you're trying to make sure you don't crack any eggs by, walking real soft in your church, I think you're going to have a weak church. I think your church is going to be weak, and I think your preacher is going to be weak. I would much rather have someone that says something that I don't see this person here for the next 2 weeks or a month because of it, if that's what it takes to straighten that out, and if the church needs to hear it. And the reason I'm saying this is I'm obviously not a preacher. That's not what I'm saying. But I look across and I see things, and I want to mention that. I'm going to talk about that. And I want to do things that's going to help them out because I don't know of any other way to help someone than address it directly. And if they get to see it or not, that's fine. It's more content that I can help somebody else with. You understand what I'm saying? So, y'all, I'm telling you, get out, get seen by people who are not in your business. Do your timelines like crazy. If you're an Exitus Elite, y'all, $1,000 immediately in hand is ridiculous. It is life-changing. I don't know of any better way of doing business. Stay consistent, getting out to people who are not in your business. And honestly, get an opinion about things. Tell people what you think. If you're putting the work in consistently, you're going to learn things. You're going to learn to see things differently. Some of these people need to hear that, and that's what I'm telling you. I love that picture. Absolutely. I'm glad she was sitting there. So, but y'all, my phone number is down below. If anybody is ready to get an Exitus Elite, let me know. I am still putting people, to be honest, I'll go ahead and say this. I probably always put people in underneath you. Person, the first one, so you ain't got to worry about, so that when you start to get rolling, and listen, y'all, don't do business halfway. Don't halfway do it. Get out there and get seen. Make this thing work for you. Change your life. That's why you got an online business. Don't do anything different. So just do the work. Put the work in. I'm telling you how to do it. I'm telling you the best way. I quit my job in 6 months using my phone and Facebook, and I'm telling you, if I had to redo it again, I could cut that time down to 10, probably half. It's probably half that time, to be honest, if not even better than that. So I would highly suggest listen to what I'm trying to tell you. I'm doing it for a reason. I don't know of any other way to do it. So, y'all, click the link down below if you're ready. Get started. Give me a call if you like. I will be giving you a link that's not mine, but that's how I do this, because I'll give you to someone else, like a Mr. Bill Murdoch. I recently gave out his link. And then so when they come in underneath the business of him, they'll be a pass up to me. So you're still going to be mine no matter what, directly underneath me. And then when it's time for you to do it, then I'll do the same thing, give out your link so that the next person comes in you, underneath you. So if you need anything else, just let me know. Be tickled to death to help you out. Appreciate it.